Well, it's Sunday, which means it's time to do another, piece of electronic tat or something. I don't know. I don't know what's the actual vernacular. Who knows? Who cares? Anyways, so last week we looked at a rather mediocre Miss Pac-Man plug-and-play thing, and that was a bit of a disappointment. Then again, that's something you would say if you were expecting it to be high quality stuff, and I really wasn't, but still, it's kind of a letdown. In any event, we're going to look at something else. This is not a plug and play thing, however. It's more of an LED portable thing, and that's what we're going to look at today. This is Tetris. It is an official Tetris product, Tetris.com, for ages 8 plus. So no kids, unless you're 8. Includes 3 AA batteries. We like that. That's all I got, really. Anyways, there's a button, they encourage you to try it. I pressed the button. It made an annoying coin droppage sound. And then played a little demo. And it's really, really, really loud. And I'm recording this at 2:30 in the morning. Really, really loud noises just won't cut it. We'll open this up and then we'll jump cut to a day later where I'm recording this during the day and we can make all the noise we want. And I don't know. Anyways, it's got some nice packaging. You got the Tetris logo, the current Tetris logo, and you got sort of an old school Tetris logo, and it's a nice little arcade mock-up. I don't know if it's based on any actual arcade machine or anything of the sort. Not the game itself, just the marquee, the actual artwork and all that. But if that's the case, great. And if not, that's okay. And on the back here we have Tetris Classic Arcade Gameplay, Classic Arcade Gameplay music and sound effects. Arrange and stack tetrominos to make complete lines. Complete 10 lines to move to next level. Marathon style play with 15 levels. See, I was kind of hoping for endless, but I guess 15 is the maximum these days. Comes from a company called Basic Fun, and has a copyright of 2018. So this is a step above the other product we looked at. This one actually has a copyright date, and you don't toss it into any bin. And of course we have the traditional sad onion, because of course we do. We gotta have a sad onion. And again, this is an official Tetris product. None of that unofficial block game crap. This is legit Tetris, son. And girl, or whatever, who cares. Anyways, we're going to open this up, or at least attempt to. Keyword being attempt. I'm going to struggle with this stupid thing. I'll do this off camera so I'm more comfortable. And, alright, there we are. No, we're not. I have very small fingernails, to be honest with you. And, I have to get a knife, aren't I? Alright, hold on. Never mind. We found a place. That's a nice tearaway then. Okay. Ouch. So that's the arcade device thing. We'll set that aside for now. We'll see what other random rubbish we have in here. Here we are. We got a little bit of basic fun. Actually, we do have a bit of basic fun. Il y a quelqu'un qui parle français? So, I guess not. Probably all Americans. Anyways, who cares? Or just stick with the English instructions. And, that's those are the English instructions, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty straightforward. Tells you how to set up the batteries, all your compliant information And the game setup, written in fairly straightforward English. You know, if you speak English, great. If not, there's that. That's the display of the game. Curious to see how this thing plays. Actually, looks like it has a nice layout. If we get to the actual game itself, right. So you have a little joystick thing, like so. Not the greatest thing ever, but anyways, you got a start and pause button, you know, a rotate button, two rotate buttons, an on-off switch, and a sound button. So, anyways, we're gonna give me a second here. I'm gonna try something. So it's presently 10:30 in the morning. We're wide awake to make plenty of noise. And I just realized I was playing for the past 10 minutes before I realized I wasn't recording anything. So you missed a couple gems. A couple gems that came out spontaneously and, well, aren't going to come again. So in any event, I got the thing set up on the table here, this very wobbly table. And we're just going to we're going to turn it on here. And nice little touch there. You turn it on. You're putting in a coin, and the display pops up. And the autofocus is failing on me. Brilliant. Come on. You can do it. Work between here. There we go. Okay, so you can pick a level. You realize how loud that is, right? That's one level. That's another level. It's a very loud system. So, as advertised, it goes up to 15 levels, but we're going to keep it basic. Nice and basic. You could choose how many garbage blocks, how many lines of garbage blocks you want. Again, it could go up to 15, but we're going to keep it basic and simple. And stick with no garbage blocks. Music's actually quite nice, actually. Sort of a nice emulation of the Game Boy music. Like, at least in terms of the sound font. And that tune, and yeah. The sound you make when you rotate. Can I have a line piece already? I'd like to turn off the sound because this ringing is kind of annoying. There you go, popping sound for whenever you do a line clear. There we go. So we're going to turn off the sound because that's kind of annoying. It's just a shame. It's like, it's only the... It's really only the dropping of the blocks making that horrendous sound that really kills it for me. But other than that, look, this thing plays brilliantly. To be honest with you. Mind you, you can make the argument it's Tetris, it's hard to fuck up Tetris, but I've played versions of Tetris that play really, really horrendously. So I wouldn't put it past anybody to put together a thing of Tetris and not have it work well. However, this works really well, actually. You know, if I hold a stick, you know, the tetronyminals slide in and out rather nicely. It's not... controls don't actually feel that bad. I will say that much. I don't know if they would hold for extended play. I'd imagine they would. You're not going to advertise 15 levels of play and not have this fucking thing fall apart. But yeah, you know, it's kind of like, oh shit. Anyways, okay. So the thing with this Tetris, it's a modern Tetris product, so there's like modern Tetris sensibilities and stuff like that, where you got both your soft drops, which I've been using, and this is your hard drop, which, you know, just flattens things to the ground. However, you don't have the holding functionality of modern Tetris. You don't have the ghost previews of modern Tetris. And what other things of modern Tetris are... I don't know if there's infinite spin on this thing. Probably not. I imagine that's a bit of a... no, locks right into place. Then again, it probably needs something a little more. I probably need to do one of those. Apparently you could do a T-spin, because it has the light up for the T-spin, and that's a thing you could do. Well, no, I have to say, I will say this much. I wasn't expecting much going into this, because it's an LED game. You know, it's the modern interpretation of like one of those old Tiger handheld things, or those brick games, those tiny knockoff brick game things that you used to find in like the cheapo stores. So I wasn't expecting much going into it. This is hard to see at certain angles because everything is lit up. You know, I'm having a better time. I'm playing through the viewfinder. I'd imagine in the right positioning you could actually see everything just fine. You know, it's just the way the thing is lit up. But level 3, I seem to be doing all right for the most part. I cannot complain about the quality of the gameplay here. It's just a shame that you have that annoying ringing sound whenever you drop the pieces, and you gotta turn that off. And that's unfortunate because, you know, this thing needs headphone jacks. And I like the tune. I like that, you know, it's based on an old Russian folk tune. I forgot what the name of the tune was, but it was originally known as Type A Music in Tetris for Game Boy. Or the title theme from the Famicom Tetris from Bulletproof Software. You know, because the Russians saw the that game, and well, they threw a fit because nobody authorized it. But apparently, I don't know. There had to be something, but that's a discussion for some other gaming historian to delve into. Or maybe he did, I don't know. Actually, he probably did. So it was actually a good video. I guess it's kind of a lame, subtle plug or something. I don't know. Anyways, back to Tetris. I seem to be doing. You know what? I'm actually enjoying myself. You know, when it comes to an LED game of this sort, I think they also had like a Miss Pac-Man one. You know, of this same mini arcade type thing. This same design. I'd be curious to see how that plays. If it's improved in great strides from the days of the Pac-Man Coleco arcade machine from the 80s, which I had one of those Pac-Man machines from the 80s. Those were actually kind of, you know, that was the one Pac-Man Coleco arcade machine, which is like sort of like this, but far more primitive, and obviously, you know, not the same quality of gameplay. That was my earliest instance of video games. You know, and before that, and then you had the I had a Commodore VIC-20. We never had any games for it, but we wrote we dabbled in the basic programming language. So we wrote a lot of our own little programs and stuff like that, and eventually got to a point where we got ourselves an Atari 7800, or I got the Atari 7800 from my parents, and that dwelled into the NES and that sort of thing, and that's none of that shit's relevant to what we're playing here. But anyways, we're going on 10 minutes of gameplay so far. Oh, I screwed up. Oh, what's bound to happen, I suppose. Oh well, let's see if we could recover from this. So, yeah, so this Tetris mini arcade thing from Basic Fun, a company I know nothing about. You know what? I cannot complain. I'm having a good time with this. It plays far better than I was expecting it to. And it works. Not bad for a cheapo purchase, I should say. I forgot how much this thing cost, but that's okay. It's on sale, I think. I bought this at a Walmart anyway, so you'll probably figure it out for yourself. Then again, you might find some nicer junks there. There's plenty of half-decent ways of playing Tetris on the market. It's not a hard game to really replicate or find a decent version of, but as far as like cheap collectible trinkets go, this is not bad. This is not bad. I can actually just turn off the sound. If there was a way to like turn off the beeping and just keep the music, that would go a long way. But anyways. Though I think I should end this gameplay now. Anyways. Oh well, a sad sound. And I achieved a high score. Mind you, I could have played a little longer if I wanted to, but my hand's getting tired. I have to play this in a more comfortable position, and unfortunately that's not possible while filming this stuff. So, no, all in all, this Tetris mini arcade thing from Basic Fun, thumbs up. I like this. It says actually not bad. And it turns off on its own. So, nice and considerate. And a great way to end this video. So, I guess we'll see what other gimmicks await us next week. And then the week after, or maybe even the week after that, we'll do that Pixel Player thing, and that's going to be a couple hours long. So, yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Good night.